in this meeting, I'd like you to explain to everybody the importance of the onboarding meeting. Okay. So should we start off with Charlotte? Do you want to explain?
So I think the onboarding meeting is really important because it explains our process, what we'd expect from the customer, what they can expect from us. Once their system's gone live, it's important to introduce myself and Karl because they'll be speaking to us pretty often.
Okay. So if we when do we normally conduct an onboarding meeting?
So usually it's either before install happens or partway through install. We'd like to have the meeting.
And who are the key people who are involved?
Myself, Karl, and the main user usually at the site being installed.
Okay, and I'm guessing it's a way of introducing the customer to your team, because up till that point they've probably seen projects and the implementation. So I remember the implementation team, but they won't have spoken to anybody in support or the customer care side. Okay, so who organises the meeting?
So it's a mixture between myself and Mike in projects. What he usually does is he'll drop an email to the main user at that site and ask me to contact them to organise the meeting.
Okay. And does the customer get sent an agenda? And if so?
No, we don't really have an agenda for it actually, Simon. It's more of an informal meeting, just getting to know each other and, like you said, introducing ourselves and just letting them know what will happen once they've gone live with the customer care side of things.
Okay, and Karl, what's your involvement in the meeting?
I'll just explain that how, in my role as customer liaison officer, I'll be contacting them every 6 weeks in a sort of self-policing role where we check everything's running fine with them, see if they've got any problems, see if they need any help with training, if they can assist with anything like that. And also once a year, or if bigger customers, we have them sort of 3 or 4 times a year, is a meeting called a system performance review meeting, where it's like a Teams meeting with one of the support guys. And the customer is sent an agenda of questions in advance, and we work through that agenda of questions. And if we find any faults, we'll log them and have them corrected. We'll suggest any improvements as to how they use timeware.
Sure.
And keep them up to date with the cloud development as well.
Have we ever had customers who have refused? We don't need to name customers, but have we ever had people who refused? And what's the downside of not having a?
Yeah, just recently we have actually, Simon. So the first time it's actually happened to us, which was quite disappointing because the downside of that is they don't understand then that we've got a process for logging support tickets and approved contacts and that sort of thing. So I had to do everything over an email, which is quite difficult because there's some things that could be missed out that way.
So, in your opinion, it's invaluable?
It definitely is, yeah.
Okay. And so, in short, the customer gets to find out how to log a support call, how to log a ticket. Yeah. I guess they get introduced to the concept of approved contacts. That's something that we discuss. We discuss the fact they're going to get timelines maybe every quarter. That's something that's on your side, Karl, isn't it? You're going to get a customer care call every 6 weeks, and there's a system performance review that's carried out at several times during the year. But it really is a case of pulling the customer in close, isn't it? And making sure that they're sort of happy.
We mention as well, Simon, that they have a managed service with us. The customers have got a managed service with us, so that means that they've got the training on hand, and the way that when the customers log the support ticket, the way that we then deal with them afterwards as well in terms of our scheduling system and things like that. I think it's important that they know that on the hour, every hour they get a support call, and it's Karl that usually would arrange that time slot.
Good. Karl, is there anything else you want to add, or do you think we've covered everything?
No, I think the value of these meetings as well, the onboarding meeting, is to actually put a face to the name. Show the the approachable side of us.
Is that a good thing?
Yes, definitely.
We've actually had a couple of people say that to us, haven't we? About it's nice putting faces to names.
Thanks very much, and we'll speak again soon. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Simon.
Thank you.
Thanks, Carl.
Bye. Bye. Bye.